Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're diving into something that might sound a little intimidating at first glance,
Yeah.
detoxifying your home environment.
hmm
But don't worry, we are not trying to turn your home into a sterile lab or anything like that.
Right.
Walk us through some simple swaps and practical tips to make our homes healthier and more inviting.
That's right. It's really about finding those easy changes that make a big difference.
Okay, love that. So let's unpack this idea of toxic load.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Is it really like we're just slowly filling up with toxins from everything around us?
That's actually a really good way to think about it.
Really?
Every day we're exposed to so many chemicals in the things we use, the air we breathe, even our
Right.
food, and our bodies are designed to process those,
Yeah.
but they can get overloaded.
So it's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks.
Haha, yeah, something like that.
Got to lighten that load.
Yeah.
So where do we even start?
It's interesting because sometimes the things we use to make our home smell clean are actually adding to that toxic burden.
Oh, interesting.
Like all those scented candles, plug-in air fresheners, fabric sprays.
Oh, yeah. I used to love those things.
Yeah,
But I have heard that those artificial fragrances can be a bit sneaky.
totally. They often contain thousands of ingredients, and they're all lumped together under that one word fragrance on the label. And many of those ingredients, like synthetic musks and certain aldehydes, haven't been thoroughly tested for safety. And then there's phthalates.
Phthalates.
Those sound kind of scary.
They can be. They're what's called endocrine disruptors, meaning they mess with our hormones. They can mimic estrogen in the body, which can lead to a whole bunch of health issues, especially for women.
I always thought those headaches I'd get after burning scented candles were just from stress. Now I'm thinking maybe it was those fragrances.
It's definitely possible. Our sense of smell is directly connected to our brain, and those synthetic chemicals can really impact our nervous system.
So ditch the fake fragrances.
Mm.
Got it. What are some healthier options? Essential oils are a great natural alternative. They smell amazing and they don't have all those harmful chemicals. Diffusing things like lavender or chamomile can actually help you sleep better and feel more relaxed.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Little aromatherapy to detox the air and the mind.
exactly. Now let's head over to the laundry room.
Oh.
You might be surprised to hear that laundry products are often some of the most toxic in our homes.
Wait, really? More than cleaning products, I would have thought.
It makes sense when you think about it. We wear our clothes and sleep in our bedding every day, and those conventional detergents, especially the heavily fragranced ones, are loaded with chemicals that can disrupt our hormones.
I switched to a plant-based laundry detergent a while back, and I was amazed at how much I loved the scent. It's so much gentler and more natural.
It's really about finding that balance, cleaning effectively without the harsh chemicals and overpowering fragrances. Simple ingredients like baking soda and vinegar can actually be really effective for laundry.
You know, my grandma used to use baking soda and vinegar for everything. So we've tackled fragrances and laundry.
Mhm.
What about all those heavy-duty cleaners? We all have them. I used to be a total bleach fanatic.
Haha. I think a lot of us were raised thinking you needed those harsh chemicals to really get things clean. But there are so many great plant-based all-purpose cleaners now. They work incredibly well, and you don't have to worry about the potential health risks. They can handle everything from countertops to greasy ovens.
And you know what? I switched to a plant-based cleaner a while back, and it honestly works just as well as the conventional stuff without those awful fumes that used to give me headaches.
Exactly. And you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting the environment too. Now, speaking of swapping things out, let's move into the kitchen. Have you ever thought about what you're storing your food in?
Okay, you're speaking my language now.
Hmm.
I am all about kitchen organization and storage.
Well, those plastic food storage containers, especially the older ones, can actually leach chemicals into your food, particularly when they're heated up in the microwave.
Okay, that is a little unsettling. I never really thought about it that way.
Glass containers are a much better option. They're durable, easy to clean, and they won't leach anything harmful into your food even when you're reheating leftovers.
You know what I love using mason jars to store food?
Right.
They're inexpensive, super versatile, and they look so much nicer in the fridge than a bunch of mismatched plastic containers.
That's a great idea. And while we're in the kitchen, let's talk about cooking utensils.
Oh man, I actually had a mini meltdown recently. I was sauteing some veggies, and the edge of my plastic spatula literally started melting into my food.
Oh no.
It was definitely a wake-up call.
Yeah, that's a good reminder to choose utensils made from safe materials like stainless steel, silicone, or even good old-fashioned wood. And speaking of cooking, what kind of cookware do you use?
This is where I get excited.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with my cast iron skillet. It's practically an heirloom at this point, and it cooks everything perfectly.
Cast iron is fantastic. It's durable, affordable, and naturally non-stick once you learn how to season it properly. Plus, it can even add some iron to your food, which is a nice bonus.
I've heard some scary things about non-stick cookware, though. What's the deal with Teflon?
You're right to be cautious about Teflon. Older versions contained a chemical called PFOA, which has been linked to some health problems. The good news is that many manufacturers are moving away from PFOA, but if you're looking for alternatives, cast iron, stainless steel, and ceramic are all great options.
I love finding those healthy swaps. Okay, so we've covered fragrances, laundry cleaning products, food storage, and cookware. What's next on the home detox checklist?
There's one more essential element to consider, and that's our drinking water.
Ah, yes, water is life. But sometimes I do wonder what's lurking in our tap water.
It can contain a variety of contaminants depending on where you live. Things like chlorine, pharmaceuticals, pesticides, and even heavy metals.
Not exactly what I want to be drinking. So what can we do about it?
Investing in a good water filter is one of the best things you can do for your health. There are so many different types available, everything from simple pitcher filters to whole house systems.
I've been using a water filter pitcher for years, and I can definitely taste the difference. The water just tastes so much cleaner and fresher.
That's great. A lot of filters remove those unwanted contaminants while leaving in beneficial minerals. So you're getting pure, great tasting water that supports your health.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground fragrances, laundry cleaning products, food storage cookware, and even our drinking water.
And we're just getting started. There's so much we can do to make our homes feel healthier and more vibrant.
I know. I'm already getting inspired to make some changes.
Yeah.
Talking about these practical swaps has made me realize that detoxing our homes isn't just about physical stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
It's also about creating a space that feels nurturing and supportive emotionally and mentally.
Exactly. Imagine walking into a home that's filled with natural light, fresh air, and calming scents,
Yeah.
instead of that overpowering artificial air freshener smell.
Such a different experience, right? Our homes should be like sanctuaries where we can relax and recharge.
Yeah.
And part of that is decluttering, creating a sense of order and peace.
Oh, absolutely.
Decluttering is like a mental detox for me. I always feel so much lighter and focused after I clear out some clutter.
It's amazing how much our physical environment impacts our mental clarity and emotional well-being. Everything's connected.
It really is. So as we're thinking about detoxing our homes, we need to consider not just the products we use, but also the overall energy and feel of our space.
Couldn't agree more. It's about creating a home that feels like a true sanctuary, a place where you can relax and recharge.
And it doesn't have to be complicated.
Right.
Simple things like adding plants, opening the windows for fresh air, diffusing some calming essential oils can make a huge difference.
Totally. And speaking of bringing in the good stuff, let's not forget about natural light. Open those curtains and let the sun shine in.
Sunshine is the best instant mood booster. It just brightens everything up, literally and figuratively. Okay, I have a question. I've heard a lot about the importance of lighting, but I've never understood how it impacts our health.
It's really interesting. The type of lighting we use can actually have a big impact on our mood, our sleep, and even our hormones.
Wow, I had no idea it was that powerful. So what's the connection?
Well, our bodies are naturally in tune with the cycles of natural light. And when we mess with those cycles by using artificial light, especially at night, it throws off our internal clocks.
Yeah, makes sense. I've noticed that I sleep so much better when I avoid screens in the hour or two before bed.
Exactly. The blue light from those devices can suppress melatonin production, which is the hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycle.
So what kind of lighting should we be using in our homes to create that more harmonious environment?
During the day, natural sunlight is best. So open up those curtains and blinds, let that sunshine pour in, and then in the evening, switch to warmer, softer lighting, like incandescent bulbs or even candles.
I love candles. It just creates that cozy, relaxing atmosphere.
Right. And if you're concerned about fire safety, there are those really great battery-operated candles now that give you that same warm glow without the flame.
Oh, I love those. They're
Yeah.
so convenient. And what about those Himalayan salt lamps I keep seeing everywhere? Do those actually do anything?
They're definitely not just pretty. They emit this warm amber glow that a lot of people find very calming and grounding. Plus, they release negative ions, which can help purify the air and even improve your sleep.
Wow, that's fascinating. I'm definitely getting one for my bedroom.
I think you'll love it. It's such a simple way to create a more peaceful and restful environment. It's amazing how all these elements of our home environment impact our well-being. Everything from the products we use, to the lighting, to the overall energy of our space.
It really is all connected. We've covered fragrances, laundry cleaning products, food storage, cooking utensils, cookware, drinking water, and now lighting. What a journey.
It's all about making those conscious choices that support our health and happiness. And remember, you don't have to be perfect or do everything at once.
Right.
Even small changes made consistently can have a big impact over time.
I love that. It's progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
Making choices that feel good one step at a time.
Exactly. And being kind to ourselves along the way. We're all on this journey. We're all learning as we go.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I feel like I have a whole new perspective on my home and how I can create a space that truly supports my well-being.
I'm so happy to hear that. It's really empowering to realize that we have so much control over our environment and how it impacts us.
Yeah,
We're in this together.
so true. We can support each other on this path to creating healthier, happier homes.
As we've been talking about all these different ways to detox our homes, it's made me realize that it's really a holistic endeavor.
Absolutely. Addressing our physical, emotional, and mental well-being.
Yeah.
It's about so much more than just swapping out a few products.
Exactly. It's about creating a space that supports us on every level, a space that allows us to thrive.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, what's one final takeaway you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Think of your home as a reflection of you. It's a space to express yourself, to create beauty, and to cultivate well-being.
Yeah, I love that. Creating a home that really feels like you. A space that nourishes your mind, body, and soul.
Exactly. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to add that detoxifying our homes can also involve a shift in mindset.
Ooh, a mindset shift. Tell me more.
It's about moving away from a fear-based approach to toxins and embracing a more empowered and proactive approach to our health.
So instead of feeling overwhelmed by every potential toxin out there, we focus on what we can control and make conscious choices.
Right. It's about understanding that our bodies are incredibly resilient and have amazing built-in detoxification mechanisms.
We talked about how our bodies can get overloaded,
Yeah.
but we also have natural systems that help us eliminate those toxins.
Exactly. And we can support those systems through healthy habits like eating a nutrient-rich diet, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, and managing stress. It all works together.
That's so empowering. So
Yeah.
it's not just about swapping products, it's about supporting our well-being with our lifestyle choices too.
Absolutely. It's about taking a holistic approach to health, recognizing that everything's interconnected.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's about a lifestyle that supports our physical, emotional, and mental well-being all in harmony.
Beautifully said. And as we think about detoxifying our homes and our lives, it's important to remember that it's not about being perfect.
Right.
It's not about striving for some unattainable ideal.
So true. It's progress, not perfection. Making small, sustainable changes that add up over time.
Exactly. And being kind to ourselves along the way. We're all on a journey learning and growing as we go.
That's such an important reminder. We're all in this together. We can support each other on this path to healthier and happier lives.
Absolutely. And to wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
Your home is a reflection of you. It's your space to express yourself, create beauty, and cultivate well-being. So make choices that feel good to you, choices that honor your values and support you on your journey to a healthier, happier life.
What a beautiful and inspiring message. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and insights with us today. This has been an amazing deep dive.
It was my pleasure. And remember, every small step you take towards detoxifying your home is a step towards a more vibrant and fulfilling life.
And to our amazing listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and tips that you can use in your own homes.
You have the power to create a home that truly supports your well-being. So embrace this journey with curiosity, compassion, and joy.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.